Hello, Prestige Window Tinting. This is going to be your local SEO review update and what we are doing. So we have a checklist which we start off with, and it's some pretty basic stuff. So submitting your website to the Search Console, make sure it's receiving access, optimizing your H1 SEO titles, and I'll show you all this. Interlinking, natural call to actions, and all these different things. So I will just go over them so that you can see. And there's also off-page optimizations such as this. So let's go through them. So here we have the profile. We just want to make sure everything's up to date. So we have this, we have this, we have the description, we have the number, we have the different social media, we have the service areas, we have the hours. So it's pretty updated. What I would say is I would actually recommend updating this photo to maybe because this is a house, so you give the, it's more like, oh, I'm making, this is for houses, whereas if we put a car, it might, it depends what you want more of, but in my opinion, because from the ads, it looks like we want to do more window tinting, so auto window tinting, so I think we can switch this, but just let me know, you can confirm with me. The other thing too is the cover photo, so whatever we make the, I'm sorry, this is the cover, and the logo, this is what you reply with. So if we look at the reviews, which we're at 52 now, which is great, I definitely recommend replying to all of these because it just shows that you're active on here. So from there, we have, of course, these products, which I'm pretty sure you created. Then we have the descriptions, and these are the ones that we post to keep the profile active. And as far as performance goes, here is the active. So it's actually gotten more activity. It's barely December 3, so it's a little bit lagged behind, but it has been getting more activity over the last couple of months. We have window tinting, window tinting. What are we appearing for? Car tint, prestige window tint near me, auto tint near me, champion tint. So it's really tint related. And let's see if I just do this. Oops. It does show an increase between last year and this year, but I think probably this is more of a new, because I know you have the other two. So this is the Google profile page, which I think is pretty good. So let's go to the website, which is the next part. And here what we do is we have a couple of different things. So the SEO title is these things. If I hover over it, it says window tinting in Houston, Texas. This is letting, in Cypress, Texas. This is letting the Google know that, oh, where are you located and what do you do? We do this. And then here's the description for it, which is actually on the Google site. So like this right here, this is where it pulls from. And we also want to make sure we only have one H1 tag for each page. So this is right here. Again, we're telling it the title of the book basically. And most of this traffic is going to be, what do you call it? On mobile, but this video is easier on here. So we have it here. We have the about, the blog. The blog we write one per month. So we have October 24th, November 25th. And this is to get you traffic that's not necessarily in your area. If we get people to land on your website, they find it useful, they find it like valuable, then the more time they spend on here, the more better rating we get basically. And then we go to services. So in these services, this is kind of the general one. As we move on, we have the automotive window tinting, which again, same concept. Window tinting is the H1. We have a SEO title and meta description of here, which we added. Bunch of content, FAQ, commercial and residential window tinting. So again, like this is kind of like the strategy thing. So if we wanted to, we probably wanted to like break these up so that they're each individual. So that way if somebody looked up specifically like this, we would have a page for that. When you mix it in, you kind of just water it down. But it just depends if that's what you would like to do. So you're actually right here. I mean, it's not number one, but it's not that far off. Go back here. We could check the commercial, so they actually appear on this one. Commercial window tinting, Cypress, Texas. Fourth. So that's actually pretty good. You have the general and the service and the area, and you appear for it on organic. So if we go here, you are here, but obviously there's many competitors. And before I forget, one thing we do too is we do what's called local citations, which we probably will get to that once we finish the on-page optimization, which might be this month, to be honest, or the initial on-page. It never really ends. If I go to here's an example. This is in San Antonio. These are citations. So what citations do is they kind of build credibility for your business, because it's going to show what your business name. So these are also known as NAP listing. Your address, so name, address, and phone number. So that's the P, NAP. And if you just, link out, all it does, it's just a listing. But again, what it does here is that it helps you build credibility, because why would all these directories have your information? It's pretty standard SEO practice. So that is what this would be. So we need to do that for your specific business. Go back to the site. So service area, service windshield protection film. Same concept. We have SEO, H1, this title, description, one header, which is usually going to be this one right here, reliable windshield protection film. So if we did like protection film like this I know this page just went up, so probably wouldn't even be here at all, because whenever we create a new page, we have to index it. So in this example, if I take this, it's not indexed yet, just because it doesn't know yet. Google doesn't know it exists. So we have to request the index. We do have it so where it automatically pulls it, like Google will automatically crawl the site, but Google does that at whatever iteration they do it at. The most we can do is request, and it's added to a queue basically. And we do this with every page, so it kind of does take a while. A lot of the SEO process is so you can see it's requested. A lot of the SEO process is simply just doing it and then submitting it. I'll go over this after this site. So then the service areas act as if it builds a wider network within your company or within your website. So the more pages your website has, the better. However, I know you don't necessarily want to like go too far out. So we might be limited into where, and also, right, like, is it somebody from the other side of town really going to drive all the way to you? Probably not. But it is good just for content purposes. Well, we probably can't take it too far. And then we start competing with people in Katy, so that's kind of what makes it. These are always simple. If you ever see these Reddit ones, all you gotta do is comment. Anyone know a good window tinting shop in Katy, Texas? Yeah, just put Prestige Auto Window, and that's actually kind of common. Like even if I look up like window tinting Cypress Reddit. See, here's one. This was 5 months ago, 4 years ago. So even if I went here, people leave. So these act as backlinks. Look, this person recommended you. That was going to use it. I use auto print. This guy operated it. Actually comes and installs. So this could be. I don't know who this is. It's actually a person. It looks like it is. Sometimes it's like not bots, but like basically people get hired for that. So that's a legit link back. So shout out to Yaurix, whatever that is. But I would, if I was trying to do more SEO, like personally, like if I was a business owner, I would just be in these places and comment. Similar to like being in social media, like you're just active in the community. So that's that's kind of like a side tactic. So there's these. Then we have the gallery, of course. Contact us. And here's the performance for this. So this is the last 3 months. So basically, since the website went live, because this is like day one, So you can see there's a little bit of increase over the last 10, 11. So literally 2 months. It's gone. There's some increase, but it's fairly within 50 to 100. It looks like it went from 50 to 100. We have 55 total clicks. The more impressions we get, the more clicks we get. And here is what we're getting clicks for and impressions for. So these are your brand name. So we don't claim these. These are people who know you. Mobile tinting, window tint Cypress, window tinting prestige tinting, window tinting, window tinting, window tinting, window tinting. And all we're looking for is like, are we appearing for the words we want to be in the area? Window tinting Cypress, window tinting Cypress. So, it's not large amounts. It's not thousands of clicks, but it's in the right direction. I mean, it always starts like this. If I give you an example of a client that's been with us for close to 3 years, this is theirs. And they get 597, 43,000, and they get a lot of mobile detailing stuff, but we just did like 16 months. As you can see, it does end up working. It just takes time. So like you can see the impressions go up, and as the clicks go up, as the impression goes up, the clicks go up. So go back here to yours. So yes. Then we have just some more information. We have 19 index, 22 not indexed. That means what we saw earlier, that some pages aren't picked up by Google. In this case, we don't want any of these to be ranked. Page with redirect. Okay. So a lot of these are actually good. Like they're not supposed to be ranked. The ones we need to make sure are there are the ones that are actually on the navigation. So this. These are good because these are green. But, we want this to be like 50 at least. So that's where it gets creative. So after we do the initial on-page optimizations, we start branching out into other areas of content optimization. So for example, we did a code like... So, I mean, there's actually not a whole lot of SEO on that one. Let's see this one. So these are like, anyways, my point is we take variations of what you do and we build further content on it. So it's good to like connect it all together, create different type of pages for services and areas, for kind of like questions and stuff like that. So that would be the next wave of things. And where are we? So we're here. And so that is pretty much what we will be doing. The things that are missing is we want to increase the content to 800 per page on each page. 2 interlinks, this is just interlinking best practices. Review page, we want to build something like this. Funny enough, something like this, so like people can see the reviews on here, but it also links out, so it's 2-folded. So this is the service area pages. Specific service page for every page. So it just depends. So this is a good question for you. Like, do we have a section for all the services? If not, we need to add them. If you could just let us know which ones it is. How's loading speed? Loading speed is good. We haven't run the actual test on it, but for the most part, our sites are pretty quick. Is image text added? This is so detailed, but we can do it. The schema thing we could probably get to, but it's kind of technical, so we kind of leave that towards the end. And we need to do the local citation, as I mentioned. So like this is the initial batch of things. We're kind of almost done with this part before we move on to like I said, the more creative part of it. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And this is how the process and progress works. Thank you.